Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go.
Here we go. 180! 12, fellas, here we go. Check three.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Jerick McKinnon, 2 years in the making, gets his first 49er carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Ready. Black 25 behind. Check my 21. Switch. Green, triple team. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Silver.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready. White 25. Hey, they're
his end zone. Winston. Got him in. It's Breshad Perriman. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Ready? Black 22. Check black 21. I'm not ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0. Hey, check. Let's go.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winston. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Cut.
From the 45 on second down, Winston setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Winston. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the running game with Barber. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, Gary.
Jameis to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 525. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike 54.
From the gun, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The drive will start with an option going left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard.
He's checking. Crash. Check, crunch. 49, check.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Jameis now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. All day.
Jameis again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
a great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. 3rd down here.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Here's Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. To try again after the sack. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
First and 10 at the
5 on the 50.
21-yard
5 on
line.
the 50. 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the 49ers. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hey, orbit.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Green, triple team.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 50.
Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Now Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. Winston now. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 49 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Here's Winston. And it's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the shift, watch the shift. White.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
White. Here we go. 21, check my 21.
Following the interception, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards, a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Winston gives to Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 29.
Ready. Mark 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. White. Flip it. Bang.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 49ers 45-yard line.
Now Winston. Looking Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the hot.
From the gun, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check tight. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
18-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 11. 21. 11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
but they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wait. Let him know.
Winston now to throw on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. They find some open field here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 55 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jameis to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that one. A win would be their second on the young season. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason.